So yes, what's happened is pretty crap. I do apologise, it is the way it is, but this video is going to be my take on it. If you're new around here, I'm pretty brash and pretty honest, but I'm not going to be pulling any punches, I think, this video, because I'm a little bit annoyed with how this space is, how it's changed since, certainly when I arrived in 2016. So, FTX has completely dropped the ball. It reminds me of May in, not too distant past times where Three Arrow Capital, Celsius, Voyager all went under, and similar sort of thing, right? When we talk about exchanges, we talk about trust, we talk about reliability of safety of funds, all that kind of stuff, and the ability to actually do what we want to do. Problem is, we got led down the wrong road again. And let's talk about the timeline. You've already seen the intro. I was expecting something to happen as soon as that news was hitting, because people panic, emotion and greed. Even though I've been talking about certain levels breaking and certain levels hitting on altcoins, the how and the why and the who and what we do to get there is irrelevant. Price levels will always happen with emotion, and emotion brought this to a head massively when things happen. So let's talk about a few things. So as you know, this has all gone shit-shaped pretty quickly. The heart of the empire, essentially, of our media research is gone. The FTX exchange has got major holes in its liquidity pools, and that was exposed very, very quickly. When people do bank runs, and I will say this now, if you are going to do a bank run on a bank, it'll probably be the exact same result. It'll cripple an economy. However, most people won't do that. However, that's been said, this is crypto. So let's look at the other timeline that's kind of been happening, right? We've had this person, not the smartest crayon in the box, let's say, trying to defuse it all when things started to go mainstream media. It was first leaked on the 2nd of November, the entire problem with, let's be honest here, illiquid coins. You do not want to have a business, any business, whether it's brick and mortar, online or whatever, with no cash. It's a problem. You need cash to survive. This exchange had no cash, even though it was sponsoring big teams in F1, arenas, it had celebrity endorsements. It's cryptocurrency, right? Yeah, who needs cash? It's crypto. You do, funny enough. So, claiming to happily buy it back for $22, that didn't go to plan for obvious reasons. Another element of this was, again, what CZ has been saying. Now, I don't think CZ's came out of this any better than what he already, would have done in a way. He sold it. He sold the FTT on the open market, which obviously, when he speaks, people listen. This also created that bank run. People were panicking, going, hold on a minute. If CZ has said this, there is a genuine problem. The fact that he sold it on the open market, not even asked. And yeah, more than happy to do so. It's a free market at the end of the day, right? Now, going on to the next part. Once it all kind of happened, he tried to rescue it. On further due diligence, it turns out that the hole in the account was actually over $8 billion. No one in the right mind is going to fork up, let's be honest here, $8 billion to kind of rescue a crippling exchange which has no funds, poor risk management, and poor management in itself. That is a big problem. Now, when we talk about this, yeah, I'm sorry, that's the biggest thing. He cocked it up massively. The thing is, you cannot live a life and get away with it when actions have consequences. We're all here, whether we like it or not. If you've got a brand, if you've got a company, an exchange, whatever, you are an influencer. You influence people on your decisions, even myself included. I don't mean to, but some of the stuff I say will have an effect on what people's decision making is. People's decision making has always been, since 2016, 2017, let's try and trust the exchanges. Let's be liquid. Let's try and trade more. Let's try and invest more. Let's try and offer services for people to tie up their funds with us. Earning, DeFi, trading bots, everything you can think of in terms of to enable that exchange to run better. It's changed massively since those early days, because when it was my early days, it was always about ledgers. It was always about cold storage. It was always about decentralization. That's what's annoying me. This is my take. People need to stop trusting exchanges. People need to stop trusting people. I don't trust anyone in this space. I really don't. I've been fucked over that many times by so many people. I'm not going to mention the names because that'd be wrong of me to do so. But I have lost so much money from people stealing from me. It is not good. This is the exact same thing. Exchanges have literally stolen money off you. Do not give them the opportunity. Now, yes, you could argue Binance relatively safe. Or are they? Yes, they've got reserve funds. Yes, they've got this, that and the other. But anything can happen in this space, right? We are trusting the mechanisms of protocols, technology, management, and whatever else can be thrown at it. Mainly this, actually. Let me just show you something. The SEC. The SEC is a funny one. That week, the SEC have ruled against library tokens as a security. The SEC were also in talks with FTX, Sam Friedman Bank. Sam, basically. I'm not going to say his name, can't be asked. It's too much of a big name anyways. They were in talks with him about regulation and creating, cryptocurrencies to become a better place. That's gone down a little bit wrong. So the SEC are also caught up in this. They're going to be investigating this massively. They have to. Regulation is going to happen at some point, whether you like it or not. Personally, I want it. I've always said this for a long time. I want to be able to have accountability for the idiots in this space. We are having people who are brand new in the space, who are brand new in investing, who are brand new as business owners, running this space with billions of dollars, and they've lost it. Our media research, or whatever it's called, absolutely shat on everyone by buying the dip that kept on dipping and kept on dipping with money that they did not have. They got the money as well from FTX in terms of a loan because they lost it in the first issue of liquidations and bankruptcies of companies. So basically, they're probably the main reason why they're illiquid. This is why Solana has dumped so much, because the liquid coins have been dumped and ultimately on the market. It's basically accelerated the VC kind of element of it, where essentially what's been happening is VC are holding funds and they're selling it as they're getting distributed, right? That's why prices are going down pretty big on new projects. It's a big problem. So when we look at the likes of Voyager, Celsius, etc., it's no different to what happened last time. We have not learnt lessons. The only thing this was a bloody, a wolf in sheep's clothing in plain sight. Now what's happened? Look at Luna. Look at, all that kind of stuff. Very, very different mechanism, but similar flaws. Anything can go wrong in this space. Be wary of that. Another thing that's happening as well, Blockfi are caught up again. So Blockfi were caught up in the first load of, bankruptcies and stuff, had issues with liquidity, and then they got a credit line from FTX, which now turns out to be absolutely shite, and now they are back in shit creek without a paddle. This space is fucked. It really is, and it's annoying me because we want adoption. We want people to trust crypto. We want to see headlines where, FTX is a sponsor of Mercedes-Benz F1 team. We want to see headlines where it's positive. Even throughout the last year of the bull market into the bear market, sponsorships around the globe have been, growing. But everyone in the public eye always say the same stuff about cryptocurrency, and it kind of rings true. My take is we need to be very, very careful with the next 12 months of crypto. We need to build better things. We need to build safer exchanges. We need to build better transparency. The one thing that is happening is a bit of transparency for exchanges to put their funds out there in the public domain to show how liquid they are. This company ethos, where it's going centralized, is a problem. When cryptocurrency was kind of created by all the underground people in the cryptography world, it's great when you think back. It was all built on trust. It was all built on that element of peer-to-peer, no third party. All we've done is we've created third parties within ourselves to monetize it, monopolize it, and create companies of their own situation, especially exchanges, especially certain protocols as well. So we've got to be somewhat careful. They should be helping people to get involved in the space properly, not harming it. Because let's be fair here, how many times can people get bankrupt? How many times can people put money on exchange and lose it? There's only so many times that they'll invest. We need something to help us. So there you go, that's my take on it. I'm a little bit fed up, I'll be honest with you. As much as I like the price opportunity that we've got in terms of key levels that we can buy, Exchanges shouldn't go bust for it. Companies shouldn't go bust for it. Institutions shouldn't go bust for it. It should be done off tradable markets, fear and greed, not through poor mismanagement creating that fear and greed. I know it's a bear market. I know things go kaput, but this shouldn't have happened. Obvious. Anyways, if you enjoy, leave a like. Other videos here, and yeah, have fun.